Okay, let's try and install the SDL, Simple Direct Media Layer library for C. I've installed it on my Linux Mint PC earlier, my other one. So I'm going to try and do it from scratch here. The trouble is, once you've installed something, it's very difficult to get back to the previous state. So what you will see here will be warts and all. So you'll see some errors. And hopefully you'll see some success by the end. And it's got an error already, so let's just do, it's prompting me to install clang. I've already got clang installed. Let's do it anyway, just to play along. Oh yeah, already newest version. Okay, so next we need to, let me just zoom in on that a bit just so that you can see. So we've got to install libsdl2 and image-dev. Unable to locate package. Okay, so that's failed already. Let's try install SDL in Linux Mint. Okay, let's try these four. So it wants libglm, libglew, libsdl2. Yep. Yep. Once I've done this, what I'll hopefully show you is some demo. We'll find some demo source code and hopefully we'll compile it and we'll just try out a few examples of using graphical library with C. So that's as much as they wanted to tell us there. There's a YouTube video there, 2 minutes long. Troubles with YouTube videos is you can't copy and paste unless somebody's put all of the instructions in all of the instructions in the description. No, so that's 2015. In fact, some of the older instructions are actually better. What I want to do is just git clone SDL Linux. I think on their wiki there were the instructions to clone it. Yeah, .org. This is where I was earlier. Wiki. Scroll down and installation. There we go. It's very dark. I know I like dark screens, but this is ridiculous. So git clone, cd to SDL, make the build, cd to build, configure, make sudo make install. While that's running, that worked successfully earlier as well. So you just need to pass the SDL-config and like that. So SDL works for Linux, Unix, SteamOS, Windows, Mac, Haiku, iOS, Android, Raspberry Pi, Nintendo, Sony PlayStation. So this will go on for quite a while. So while that's going, let's come back. Sorry, come back to here. I also found, I think it was on the forums, and I think it was here. Compiling oh, that's actually compiling SDL development. Another thing always worth searching for is GitHub SDL. Here we go. You can see I've been here already. That's what I just looked at. Let's try this link. That's a mirror. In fact, if we look at source, no, that's the source code for SDL. We don't want the source code. We want some examples. Okay. Popular open source library. Moving to GitHub. Early switch to GitHub. In case you're wondering, that is still going, so we'll get back to that shortly. C code SDL examples. Samples and projects, that's what we want. And basic SDL2. See, this one is meant for beginners to let them create SDL projects without any pointer specific knowledge. Pointers. If you've seen one of my other videos, pointers are something to get your head around. You can't avoid them forever. Let's see what they've done here. They've imported standardized bool, SDL.h, initialize SDL, create a window, create renderer. I think that's just drawing a square, half the screen width, half the screen height. Oh, that's taking me to GitLabs. Right. Some games as well. Flying plane animation. Let's have a look at this calculator. Be nice if there's some images here before we. Yeah, there are. Look. So set cell color. Wow, there we go. So let's just check if that's finished yet. No, it hasn't. this I did warn this was going to be a GitLab. This was going to be a warts and all video. For those who can deal with pointers. So make files as well. So where are we? That's still going. Just to oh, there we go. It's worked, and no obvious errors. Let's see if we can go back to that original. What's going on with this? There we go. I don't want to log in or register. Let's try this. Vim a.c. Insert. So if you just do gcc a.c, you will get an error. And I think you have to link it. So the syntax was back here somewhere, wasn't it? Let's go back to .org. Down here somewhere. There we go. We need to change my program to a.c and a. And oh, so include SDL2. Let's go and get some bare minimum source code. What includes is it using? It's using SDL2, SDLH. I don't know if it's going to find those or not. Let's try. I've read all that, obviously. Ah, and that's compiled. So what was the difference? I changed to my home directory. This code is different, but it was still looking for SDL2. Oh, SDL_image H. Right. Now, if we run a no, it's just a calculator. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else. We have successfully installed SDL2, and we have compiled an example with some code. So let's actually go and look at the code and modify it now. So screen width, screen height, grid dimension, default margin, default color. To start coding, go down in this file to the free coding section. All your code should be written inside the draw function, line 1725. There is also a documentation section just above the free coding section. 1725, we'll go there in a minute. I just want to read the rest of this. Wow. Is that a standard MIT license or something? That's a bit heavy. So defining this constant, the standard SDL colors as constants. We got standard IO, standard ball, time, and SDL2/SDLH. And then we're doing enum, so we've got a choice of divide or multiply, SDL underscore key code, which is that struct. Normalized key. If use AZERTY keyboard. This is handling ASCII key codes. Right, we could be here all day, so let's just now go down and look at 1725. We've got a function called draw, which doesn't return anything. We pass it in the y, the x and the y underscore cells. So cursor x 1, cursor y is 5. The operands are both -1. Key code operator, don't know. So while true, key equals get key. Key seems to be, let's key. I don't know what key is. Not going to pretend. Not gonna fib. Could read documentation. Key to char. Oh, key code. So what you type on the keyboard gets converted to the ASCII. Okay, char digit to char int digit. So yeah, so if you add a character to a digit, you end up casting it to a character. See here on this line, it's convert. You don't have, in Python where you do str and then you've got the int inside the brackets. With C, if you've got a digit and then you add 0 in quotes, that converts it to character. Type def struct. Struct in C is like a class in Python, kind of data class even. void set background color, SDL renderer. So that's renderer. Renderer is a pointer to an SDL underscore renderer struct. So lots of rendering going on by the look of things. Got random here as well. Probably not the most. I doubt if this is going to get 35 million views compared to, say, a kitten playing the piano. So apologise for that, but hopefully what you've seen here is a very, very basic example of how to install SDL library to work with C to produce graphical images, or to do graphics basically. So there we go. That is SDL and C. I hope this has been useful, and at least you've seen somebody actually succeed in June 2022. So install clang, sudo apt-get update, and then do those lines. So you install libglm-dev, libglew-dev, libsdl2-dev, and then you do all the make install configure, which you would do to install anything. And what else did I do? I'm just trying to recap. Then I went to this site on GitHub, which was aminosbh. SDL-pointerless. Did they say pointerless? I'm sure there was some. Yeah, there are pointers in there, but and what's the other thing? wiki.libsdl.org/installation, and these are the bits you need. So that, in fact, let's put all this in here, and if I'm really helpful, I might actually put this on GitHub, and then I'll link to it in the bottom of the video. What else did I do? Just bear with. Always on top. What one did I do? Oh, that's right. That's we were here. Start a project. And what else? Let's go back. So if you haven't got clang, to be honest, I don't know why you would need clang if you've got GCC anyway, but oh, I think what I'm about to paste in here is what I found on what was it, the Geeks website, and then that's what actually worked. So I'll put that there. Then I answered yes to lots of things. And then we did cd make. Yeah, so I think that's it. Then it did all this, compiling, linking. I had that error when I was, oh, then I just did I changed directory to my home directory, and then I ran that. So obviously, let's make that larger. So where I did this, my program, that's just .c, that's your source code, and that's your output executable binary. So I think that's it for now. So thanks for watching, and quite niche video, but if it's what you were looking for, then it's probably helped you a great deal. So June 2022, if you're watching this in a year or two's time, I can't guarantee it will work because changes. Thanks for watching, thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time.